Hello again. Hello everybody. Pam Jones here. And here's my commentary. You know me, I have to talk about Travon Martin case, George Zimmerman case. I think this guy is so guilty. Guilty as sin. Why? Number one, he lied. He got caught lying on TV, sitting next to his lawyer, when Sean Hannity asked him, have you ever heard about the stand your ground law? He clearly said, no, sir. But that was a fat lie that he got caught in. Why? Because number one, his father is a judge. He has some judicial knowledge. His mother's a court clerk. He has some judicial knowledge. His uncle is a court officer. Oh, this man, he knows the ins and outs of the law. He's a spoiled child. He has a history. They try to make it sound like he's an angel, but he once got arrested for domestic violence with his wife, and he got arrested for having a fight with a police officer. And when the police officer told him to stop, he said, I don't care what you are or who you are. I'm not going to stop. And when they took him to have him arrested, he settled, like, okay, I'll go to this anger management class, and then in 6 months y'all can erase that from my record. So only reason it got erased is because he had a plea bargain. He plead bargain because his father knows the law, because his family knows the law, because he knows the law. Why does he know the law? He also took 2 criminal defense courses. Okay, the professor got on the stand and said it. He took a criminal defense course, and the professor said he got an A in it. And then there was another man out of Colorado who stated that George Zimmerman took another criminal defense course. He also tried to be a police officer. He signed up twice, 2 different places, to be a police officer. He wrote it on the application. By taking these criminal courses, it will solidify his chances of becoming a police officer. So, he goes and gets him a gun, and in Florida, you are licensed. It's legal to walk around with a concealed weapon. You are allowed to do that. That is the law. But that's one place he went wrong, and he was wrong from the very beginning, because as a neighborhood watch person, which he was self-appointed, he made his own self the neighborhood watch person because he had a gun and he felt a little extra power, okay? So he made his own self the neighborhood watch person, but the number one rule is you do not have a weapon. You are not a police officer. You are not allowed a weapon. So right there from the beginning, he's wrong. Okay? Now the neighborhood has some burglaries, and there was some black kids. This one woman got on the stand to testify of these 2 black guys who had burglarized their neighborhood, and they had several other burglaries in the neighborhood, but that does not mean that every black person walking around that neighborhood is a burglar. Okay? Just like every white person is not a murderer, but George Zimmerman is a murderer, and I believe he got high on the fact of he had the gun. He wanted to be the cop. I think he was spoiled because his father was a judge. He didn't get in no trouble because he was cocky with the police officer. He had a domestic dispute with his wife. This guy, he's cocky. They're trying to play him like he's just nice, cool, calm, collected, teddy bear type of guy. I won't fight nobody, I won't harm nobody, but he wants to be big and strong bad guy. And he got on the stand, he lied. Nobody knows what happened because it was only him there. All he had to do as a neighborhood watch is call the police, sit in the car and wait. But he did not listen to the police because he don't feel he has to listen to the police. Why? Because he's a judge's son, okay, and is a nephew of a court officer, so he don't have to tell the truth. He doesn't have to listen to their orders. He can just call up his dad. His dad will get him off, He can just drop names, His mother's a court clerk. His uncle is a court officer. My dad's a judge. He drops names. He gets off, so he don't have to follow the law. But the law says, do not follow anyone. Stay in your car and wait. All he had to do was wait for the police. But he was itching to play cop, so therefore he followed that young boy who was innocent, had no plans on him. And then they tried to make Travon Martin look bad. Oh well, he may have marijuana in his system. Well, who doesn't? What teenager hasn't tried it? I tell you, out of every 10 teenagers, at least 8 of them 7 to 8 of them has tried marijuana. Okay, so that is so common. And that does not make you worthy to get killed just because you walk into the store. Okay, he was a kid, an innocent kid. Okay, he had a hood on. Most young teenage kids wear hoods. Okay, plus it was raining. He was minding his business, and that man followed him. The stand your ground law applies to Travon Martin in the same way it applies to George Zimmerman. Okay? Stand your ground. You are supposed to perceive that you are in grave danger. Therefore, you have every right to defend yourself. This is what Travon felt. Why? Because the man was following him. A strange white man. That man knew he had a gun. That man did not tell the police he had a gun. He didn't approach Travon and say, "Hello, I'm the neighborhood watchman. I have a gun." He did none of those things. But he knew. He knew he had a loaded gun. He knew he wanted to just shoot it. Just want to see what it's like. Because I can't get that police job, but I'm going to just try it. I'm going to try it. I don't know why his father couldn't get him a cop, but then you wouldn't even want him to be a cop because you know he's going to be unfairly. He just itching to shoot somebody. You could tell. And the court trying to say, well, he got these little scratches and bruises, and Travon was on top. Travon had every right to be on top, the bottom, the side, to defend himself. He had every right to stand his ground. He felt threatened by some grown man, white, a strange man he doesn't know, following him over a half an hour. Okay? This man was wrong. And I pray they don't let him off, because I tell you, this is July the 10th, Wednesday night, and guess what? The closing arguments begin tomorrow, Thursday, July 11th, 2013, and everybody is going to wait and watch to see what the heck happens. And if they let this boy go, if they acquit this guy, after clearly he followed that man, oh my God, it's a sad day in America, okay? Sad day. And it just shows, it only goes to show you how the racism and the devaluing of black life, you know, and any black boy, every black boy. I have 2 sons of my own. I'm black. My boy's in college, and my other boy is smart. They go to school. They get good grades. They ain't no criminals. They're not trying to hurt anyone. They're just trying to live, as most people are. There may be a few guys who may burglarize, but white kids do it too. They're white burglars. Spanish, just a little bit. It's a little bunch in every little race. It's not all black kids. And I refuse to sit there and let the media paint this boy like he was some burglar, and he was not. He was a family boy who came from an educated family, and his family has been nothing but respectful, eloquent. We just want justice. That's all we ask for, is justice. That man, it was wrong. He's a murderer, and he needs to go to jail for murder, okay? And you know what? It would be a shame that if they let him free. It would just be a sad shame. I know one thing. I'm just upset because I have to stop watching it sometimes. It just pisses me off because I just can't hear all these people speaking, and they just so clearly show you what side they on. I didn't even want to talk about it anymore. I just had to get it off my chest. I'm Pam Jones, y'all. You know me. I have to give you my commentary of what I think going on. You just let me know how you feel about it. You can write back to me. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Stay tuned. I'll let you know what I see.